Hey folks, welcome back. Nice day out here today. Well, it's always a nice day if you make it one. What I'm going to do today is show you something that some of you have been asking about, and I think I may have said something about it, but it's probably been a really long time. So I'm going to say something again about it. What that is, it is a tool, and as you guys know, I tend to hoard tools. This tool in particular is probably one of my most used tools, aside from like my tractor and I don't know, maybe my circular saw and stuff like that. This is probably the number one tool that I use when I'm dealing with firewood, aside from the wood splitter and chainsaw. What this thing is called a Pickaroon. And if I can find what I did with it, here it is. This is my Pickaroon, and I know it's got dust on it, but that's definitely not from sitting. This has dust on it probably because I was doing other projects in the shop here. This thing is a makeshift Pickaroon. So before you say this does not look like the one you can buy down at your local logging store or hardware store, that's because it's not. I made this. I like to say you don't have to be the brightest person, but you need to be the most resourceful at times. And I like to say I'm relatively resourceful, and so I try to make do with what I have. I had this old, well, what it was pretty much a slender looking axe. You know, it's probably only 2 inches there. And I had a little axe face on the front. What I did with this was I just ground it down to a bit of a point. And you don't want it to be a very, very narrow point or a very sharp point. You just want it to be relatively blunt, like this. And this allows me to do something that saves my back. What that is bending over and over again, especially when you're doing firewood. Let me show you how this works. If we head on out here, you guys know this wood pile if you've seen other videos. And this wood pile is sort of an evolving job here. I tend to add to this, take away from it. I split it and do all kinds of stuff with it. At the moment, I got a bit of a project ahead of me. I don't even know if I'll get to it this year. But this wood pile is the source of some back pain. Why? Well, when I'm splitting it, and I don't split it by hand, I'm not going to lie to you and say I'm some sort of Olympic athlete here. I've got a hydraulic wood splitter. Check out my other videos for that. But when I'm doing firewood, I constantly have to bend over and pick up logs and place it on the splitter. That really makes my back tired, not necessarily hurt. And if you know what a tired back feels like, well, it's not very nice feeling. So I try to come up with the most efficient and the most, I guess, safe method of doing firewood. And that involves using this guy, right? My Pickaroon. So you can buy these things. Basically, I think they're probably about, probably $50 to $150. I'm sure if you were to buy them, this was free. How this thing works, as I mentioned, just like so. Okay, so nothing too fancy. It's essentially like a third hand here that will prevent you from having to bend over and pick it up. You can then just lift it up like so. And this log's pretty heavy, and this is holding on to it. But what's great about a Pickaroon, you can just sort of shake the piece of wood off the end of the Pickaroon after you move it wherever you need to move it. It's also great because you can sort of dive into the side of it. So if we talk about, oh, come on back here, nope, this way. If you dive into the side of a log like that, you don't have to hammer on it. You're just putting a little pick into it, and then you can pull it towards yourself. Okay, so that really helps me to move the pile a lot closer to myself without having to climb over this, without having to extend myself, without having to bend over. So I like it for that type of thing. I also like it if I have wood in a trailer. So oftentimes I go out and collect wood with a trailer, whether it is being pulled by my ATV or tractor, but the wood is up in the trailer, and if the sides are too high, I can't reach it. So I typically would have to get up in the trailer and haul it to the back and then take it off. Not with this guy. I can just sort of grab a hold of it, pull it back to the back, and then do whatever I need to with it. So this thing's a really useful tool. So just to give you guys a bit more of a demo of how this works, check this out. I've got a whole bunch of wood here, both hard and softwood. You don't have to really grab hold of that piece of wood with your hands if you have one of these Pickaroons. You just dive the end into it. Depending on how hard you hit it, how hard you place the Pickaroon, it will dictate whether you can pick it up or just move it along. Once you get to where it needs to go, you shake your wrist a little bit and it tends to come off. With practice, you guys can get pretty good with it. Grab a hold of it, fling her up, and let her go. So really makes loading the wood into something or even putting it on the wood splitter quite easy. And as you can see there, if you really, if you swing pretty good at it, it's going to really grab a hold of it. but it's not there solid like an axe. If I did this with an axe, it'd probably have a hard time digging in and holding onto it on the side. If I hit it with an axe on the end, it would probably start to split it, which I don't want to have happen either. So with the Pickaroon, you can basically just get it off nice and easy that way. And you can use it for a variety of different things. Right? You can pick up little chunks of wood here, bigger pieces like so, and really makes it easy to just sort of move things around. And you'll notice here, I'm not really having to bend down here. I'm just there we go. Had to hit the right spot. A bunch of branches there. Anyways, I'm not having to bend over too much to do this. I'm just sort of reaching out, grabbing a hold of it, and hauling it up. And it makes life a heck of a lot easier than bending over and doing this motion all the time, especially when you're splitting wood. So that's the Pickaroon. Now, if you guys really want to see the Pickaroon in action, I'm going to put a link to one of my most recent videos at the end of this one, and it's showing me using the Pickaroon for doing some of my firewood. I'd encourage you to check that out. You like to make things before you buy it, and I don't know if I was born with that characteristic or whether I developed it over the years, but if I can make it, I feel a lot better about myself than having to go out and buy it just like everybody else. This is not a store-bought item, and I just told you a few moments ago about how I made it out of an old axe. Now I'm going to talk about my first version of this guy and how it led to, I guess, version 2.0. What version 1.0 looked like was essentially this. I'm going to take you into my shop for just a moment so I can show you basically what I started with. So what I started with was I was walking through my shop one day and I saw an old baseball bat, and I'm talking about the short baseball bats. I think it was used for probably a youth baseball game or something, but it was made out of wood. Now I don't have that one anymore, so I'm going to show you something else. And what this is, it's actually a broken handle off one of my other tools, but I took something similar to this. And what I did was I tried to come up with an idea to create a point on this. And what I came up with was, well, I think kind of ingenious. I came up with this. This is a lag bolt, so this would be used for decks and things like that. This lag bolt is what I used in order to create the point for my very first version of a Pickaroon. So what I did was I essentially took a handle. Like I said, I used a youth-sized bat. I drilled a hole through it, and I put this through it. If you can imagine, and I don't have enough hands here, but if you can imagine this going through, that's really all you need to do. So you see that? Basically put a hole in it, sink it in, and then leave the pointy end sticking out the other side. What I then did was took it over to my grinder and I ground down to a point. I can tell you that version of the Pickaroon worked for quite a while, and I think I probably used that for the better part of 6 or 8 months before eventually I hit something too hard and bent it while the pick was stuck, and I broke the tip off. What was great about that at that moment was, in order to replace that tip, all I had to do was take out the lag bolt, put a new one in. 2 minutes later with the grinder, I had another point. This was version 1.0 of a Pickaroon. Version 2.0, I like to think, is a little bit more refined, but not much more refined. So if you can make it before you buy it, well, why not? I'd imagine the commercial versions, they probably look a whole lot nicer. But I can tell you, this works This works just fine for me. So that's it. That's my 2 cents or 3 cents or 4 cents about my Pickaroon. This thing has saved my back, and I'd encourage you to try it out. I would say right up there with the chainsaw and the wood splitter, this is a must-have if you're going to do firewood, especially if you're, you know, not getting any younger, just like me. Guys, thanks for watching. I'm out of here. See you next time.